What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing another dive watch video. I don't know why, I think I'm just in the dive watch mood these days. But today we're going to be talking about the Casio MDV-106. Before we get into the review, as always, let's do a quick wrist check. I am rocking something a little bit special, a little bit fun. This is my Casio G-Shock GXW56, also known as the King. But you can tell it's a little bit different because I swapped out the bezel and the band for the chromed out gold stainless steel version, and I am just in love, overjoyed with this customization. So my next, well, probably not my next video, but in the near future I will be doing another review on this watch, so check it out. Going back to the MDV-106, our first talking point will be the 360 view and dimensions. So the 360 view, I'll just be covering the one with the gold accents, and that's just because these two watches are essentially the same. The only difference is the color. But here's the front, the side, and the back, which does have a design or engraved in the back, which is the swordfish, and I think that's really cool. I appreciate watches that have a design on the case back. I think it gives it a little bit of character, makes it a little bit more interesting. And here is the band. This is the stock band, by the way. The NATO band you see on this watch is I bought a different band just because I thought it would look cool. And I will have the dimensions here on the side for you. And as you can tell, it is not a super large watch, but it's not too small either. I think it's the perfect size for a dive watch, or at least a wannabe dive watch. Next talking point is price. The two watches are slightly different, but not by much. This one, MSRP, is about $70. On Amazon, out the door after taxes, you're looking at paying around $60 for this one, and then about $50 for this one. So a little bit different, but essentially they're the same price. Next talking point is functions and features. With the functions, you've got, or in features, you've got a unidirectional bezel, 120 click, very good quality. It feels extremely solid, very little play. For this price range, you can't really do much better. You also have a date window right there, and then lume on the indices. Not very great, but it still has lume. And that's really it, just a very basic feature set, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I would like to see in the future a solar version of this watch, but for now, this is what you're getting, and it's perfectly fine. Next talking point is illumination, so I'll go ahead and cue in the footage of this watch in a dark room right now. As you can see, illumination, or the lume, is nothing to write home about, nothing special. It probably will not last the night, but at this price point, it's perfectly fine, I think. Next talking point is visibility. Visibility is great. You've got clearly marked indices. The second markers are easy enough to read. Really no issue. If you've ever owned a dive style watch, then this will be no stranger to you. Next talking point is the button and crown placement. So let's take this moment to show you what it looks like on the wrist. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side. I know you guys are drooling over this. I am just absolutely in love, but you know, let's put that aside, save that for another video, and go back to the MDV. Here's what we're looking at on the wrist. So like I said, it's not small at all, but not too big. If you have a small wrist, it might be a little bit too big for you. But going back to the talking point, so crown placement at the 3 o'clock position, but perfectly acceptable, doesn't get in the way of any kind of wrist flexion. So it's great to wear for activities like, you know, working out, playing sports, or, you know, just in a more casual setting too. Next talking point is the band quality and comfort. What you're getting is a resin band, I want to say. Nothing to write home about. It's your standard Casio style band. I will say that the sweat factor might be a little bit high, but that's pretty typical with these types of bands, which is why I swapped it out with this NATO band. And if you think anything like I do, which I would hope so if you're watching my videos, then you will agree that this watch was designed to be paired with a NATO band. I just think that looks so cool, really with any color, right? I just like this gray silver type look, but I mean, you know, one of those multicolored bands like James Bond or you know, black, red, green, whatever you want, I think it'll look good. So yeah, band quality, you know, whatever. At this price point, I have no complaints. Next talking point and last talking point is my overall thoughts and should you buy it. So I have owned this version for, I want to say, 7 years almost. This one is pretty new in my collection, and I absolutely love the MDV-106. I think it's super cool, super fun, and it's fun because it's cheap. This is one of those watches where I actually bought it in Walmart, but you know, I love my little Walmart trips where I go out and I'm just walking around and I see some Casio watch that I've never owned, so I buy it. And to me, that's exciting, that's fun, and that's the case with this one. You know, it's not expensive at all, so easy on the wallet, but still a fantastic timepiece. It tells time accurately. I haven't changed the time on this watch in, I want to say, 2 years, and really I had to adjust it by a mere couple of minutes. So excellent quartz movement, very reliable, very rugged. This one I'm not so much a fan of, just because I mean, I want to say I would like it. I do like the gold accents, but I don't know, I just like this version better. It's simple and classy, where this one I feel like comes off as tacky because it looks like it's trying too hard to look like a more expensive watch because of the gold accent. This one, simple stainless steel, slightly polished, just a good old boy of a watch, right? You know, it doesn't ask for much, but that is just my opinion. They are exactly the same, so whichever one you like, whichever color scheme floats your boat, you know, go with that one. For me, I'm probably going to end up returning this because I just got it in the mail. So and I could be biased just because I've had this one for so long and it has been loyal to me and never needed anything. I had to change the battery once, so once in 7 years. I think that's a pretty good track record. Again, like I said, I would like to see this in a solar version, but Casio watch batteries last, well, not Casio watch batteries, it's not like they have a brand, but Casio watches last for several years, which, I mean, you know, solar batteries last for that amount of time too, so I really can't complain with that. Should you buy it? I think if you're in the market for a new watch, you cannot go wrong with this one. If you're looking for a good quality, simple, and affordable analog watch, you really can't make a mistake with any Casio. And this one, it looks real clean and classy. You know, I wouldn't say that it's a true dive watch, just because I think a dive watch should realistically be able to go down to, was it 300 meters, and it should have a screw down case, which I'm sorry, I should know this, but maybe this has a screw down case? Oh, okay. Actually, I was wrong. It does have a screw down case, so my apologies. So that's always a good thing. You know, I don't know if that truly affects the water resistance or water tight integrity of the watch, but if you gave me the choice between having a screw down crown versus not having one, I will always pick having a screw down crown. Really, at this point, I'm just rambling. It is a great watch, mostly because of the price. If it was any more expensive, I think you could do better just buying a higher quality brand like Citizen or Seiko. But at, you know, 50 bucks, at 60 bucks, you can't go wrong with this desk diver, clean looking watch. So those are my opinions. I hope that it helps you with your next watch purchase. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and tune in for my next watch review. Alright, bye.